96% of businesses are missing out on getting leads because they don't do this on Google. That is having a regular strategy, but not a complex one, just one that's so simple that you can just follow it each week as part of your work pattern. If you're serious about having your business found on Google Maps and Google search engine, then you need to make sure your Google business profile is kept up to date. And the thing is, it's so easy to put together a small strategy that you can follow. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take you through a simple strategy that you can apply to your business, you can follow, and then over time you'll see the benefits as you start to be found in the search engines and on Google Maps. And of course, then that will get you ahead of your competition. It'll get you found and it'll give you quality leads. But where do we get the idea of 96% of businesses aren't doing this? Well, actually, as interesting is based on a study that WHITESPARK recently did, where they took 800,000 businesses and covering 70 different categories to find out that only 4% had a regular weekly strategy when it came to their Google business profile and updating it on a regular basis. And Google's been quite clear to say that they tell you what they want you to do and they tell you they want it done on a regular updated basis. So it's a simple strategy really, just finding out what is it that Google wants from your business today and then seeing how easy it is to do those things. You know, this isn't difficult. The hardest bit's already been done. If you've already put your business on Google Maps, if you've already got your Google business profile, if it's been set up and approved, you've already done the hard work. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through an easy step-by-step guide, something you can do today, something that's going to benefit your business when you follow this process. It'll then just take a few minutes to follow each week. It'll keep Google happy and it will start to help build your authority within Google's algorithm. So what's this strategy that Google's given you? Well, let me dive into my computer now and I'll show you exactly how you can do it. So what I want you to do is to go to Google and type in your business name. And once you've then typed that in, you'll see your business come up. Now, in my case, I've caught up. You've caught up with everything. There's no new information to show about your business. But in your case, you're probably going to have 2, 3, maybe 4 things you can do. And literally every week, Google is going to update this. There's about 15 basic things that you'll need to do if you've already optimized your business. If you haven't optimized your business, there'll be some really clear things, directions for you to do. I'm going to just take you through some of the common things you're going to see in this area now and show you what to do. So in this case here, we've got get more reviews. So what does that mean? Well, it means if you click on it, it will ask you to then get reviews. You can Facebook them, Twitter them, email them out, but it gives you a link that will take the person through so that they can give you a review, they can add a photo, and they can give it a star 1 to 5. And that's going to help you get credibility in Google, which is this area here. The second thing, add updates. So if you get that, it's saying basically for the last 7 days, you've not put any information. You can add a photo, you can add a button, which is a link through. So it's like a kind of mini blog. You can do 1,500 characters. And in this case, if I was to now update a few things, so if I said add a photo and to add a button, so I've added an update and custom email. This is one of those things that Google's using to push their workspace. So it's kind of like an advert. If you don't really want to use their domain name, or in this case, we've already used a domain name, so we can dismiss that. So I'm going to dismiss that anyway, because we've already got the domain name with them. But get more reviews, we've just got some more reviews. We've just added an update as well. So all I need to do now is to refresh it, and you'll see this now is nicely up to date. And we're all ready to go for next week to see what else can come along. So some other things as well you might come across, like a view message. So that might be a case if you click on that, and it'll just be a case of reviewing a message that's come through and to give a reply to that customer. Get more reviews we've seen, get custom email we've seen. Claim your credit. This might be in various currencies depending on your country, but in England, everyone's getting £80 credit. If you click on this, it's basically then going into your Google ads and it's trying to then set up a local campaign to be done through your ads and work site. Before I go any further, if you're getting some benefit from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you've got any questions, put them down below in the comments, because Google's algorithm is telling me that I'm not getting enough comments at the moment. So if you can just put a question down there, or just If you've got anything you want to know about your Google business profile, then put it down below and I'll do my best to try and answer it for you. But Google's also using it as a way to communicate. So in this case, a new 5-star review came in. So congratulations there. But of course, it wants you to reply to thank them. So again, this will take you through to your review and then you can then reply to them as well. So in here, this case, US dollars, 500 free credits in US dollars for this business. Get more reviews, we've seen that one. Add an update, again, we've seen that one. Add interior photos. So this is just a case of when you add a photo, if you do it through this process here, it will then signal to Google that it's an interior photo as opposed to other ones. Now, Google wants at least 3 interiors, at least 3 exteriors, at least 3 team, and at least 3 at work. That's the clear-cut direction given at the moment. So here we've got add exterior. So there's another example. So it's slightly different to interior. What about this one then? Turn more views to customers. This is where information about insights is helping Google decide that there are things you can do to get more customers. So again, if you click that, and it's just going to take you through adding services. So again, follow the direction here. This is part of the strategy to complete your profile. This on here, get your first reviews if you haven't got one. Add your phone number. So some people haven't completed their business to the point where they even haven't added a phone number yet. So if you click on this, and it will then just give you information as to where you need to enter that primary phone number. So when you get to turn on the chat, you can just chat now through the browser. And just sometimes people haven't added photos at all. So just generally add photos. Photos brings in great traffic and helps keep your customers up to date. And if you're not responding to your reviews, Google's going to remind you that you need to respond here. We've got 2 new reviews come in. So again, we do need to respond to messages quite promptly if we want the algorithm to be signaling that we're taking care of our customers. And again, here we've got a bespoke idea, turn more views to customers. So there'll be some information there again in the insights that's going to help you to build, get more reviews. We know that one. Turn on chat. Again, it's just, if it's not signaled into the browser, then it won't provide you with that type of information. And all you need to do now is just to go back and check from week to week, and that is a strategy. And it's a strategy that will work. Why? Because Google knows what's needed. Google has been surveying hundreds and hundreds and thousands of customers to see what it is that they build trust in. And if you stick with this, Google's going to reward it. But why is Google providing you with this strategy? Well, you may be aware that Google recently did a very large update. It's the largest update we've seen for 5 years for Google business profiles. And in fact, it's changed the way in which they want you to interact with your business so that it then shows up on Google Business Maps and Google search engine. So it's the biggest change that's ever happened to local ranking. And if you want to know how it affects your business and how those changes are going to affect the way you go forward, then you need to head on to this video where I'll explain exactly what it does and how it can affect your business today.